Study after study shows the importance of having a sense of purpose. Having a direction and an overarching meaning in life helps you live longer, helps buffer against setbacks, and is linked with well-being. Finding your purpose is more than just a cliche or a dream that will never be fulfilled. It's actually a tool for a better, happier, healthier life that too few people attempt to use. In fact, only around 25% of adults cite having a clear sense of purpose about what makes their lives meaningful. As a learner, you probably earn a good living but also define success as something more than money and the things it can buy. To you, it's a holistic concept of not just financial success, but also happiness, good relationships, and the ability to give back and contribute to society. For some people, though, it's not as easy to identify a passion. You may even have asked yourself at one point or another, what should I do with my life? What is my passion? Or, what is my life purpose? We have put together a series of questions to help you figure your life purpose, what is important to you and what can add more meaning to your life. What were you passionate about as a child? What did you find emotionally fulfilling when you were younger? From writing to building figurines, children are actively encouraged to follow their passions. However, we often stop doing the things we were passionate about as a child. Often this is due to a lack of time, or pressure from society to pursue something that comes with a reward. Consider your childhood passions. Do you still practice your childhood passions? If not, why? Would you still feel passionate about the same things now? What is the most rewarding thing you've ever done for someone else? Why was it rewarding? The first step in identifying your purpose is to recognize that your purpose is not a job title. It's bigger than that. If your purpose was just a job title, you'd lose your purpose when you lost your job. If your purpose was just a title, it'd be too small to really make a difference as the world changes, as technology advances, as you grow as a person. Your purpose is bigger than that. Your purpose is big enough to take you through the changing seasons of life. Your purpose is meaningful enough to give you a reason to be excited even in the hardest seasons. Your purpose is your impact on others. Your purpose is independent of the job you hold, the industry you work in, the location you live, or the people around you. Of course, some jobs make it easier to help others. Some places to live make it easier to become part of a community that helps others. But that's not the point. What are you good at? This may come as a surprise, but we're not all created equal when it comes to our innate talents and gifts. There are some things certain people just naturally excel at, period. Here's an example. Let's say you've always had a knack for drawing. Even as a kid before you took art classes or watched online tutorials, you were still able to create realistic, beautiful sketches when all of your peers struggled to make stick figures. That's a natural talent, and we all have at least one of these. What's yours? How do you know when you've mastered your purpose? This will look different for everyone because we're all on different phases of our life purpose journey. Mastery is something that comes with practice and time. So, the more you can take actions toward living your purpose, and the more time you dedicate to these actions, the more masterful you'll become in general. Remember that your purpose is the deepest expression of who you are. It's your reason for being, your calling. And if that's the case, then what you really need to master is yourself. You can do this with a strong foundation of self-awareness. Continue to learn about yourself, pay attention to the thoughts and emotions you experience, think about how you interact with the world and those around you. Understanding your thoughts and emotions can really tell you a lot about yourself. If you didn't have a job, how would you choose to fill your hours? Here is something to ponder. If you didn't have to work and you weren't allowed to stay at home and do nothing, how would you choose to fill your time? Where would you go and what would you do? Let's say you use some of the time to relax and unwind and some to exercise, what would you do with the rest of your time? Would you spend the day doing something active like exploring the town? Would you go to a museum or visit art galleries? Would you read, volunteer somewhere, take a class? Where would you volunteer? Which class would you take? When money isn't an issue, and you can devote yourself solely to your passion, what would this passion be? If you had a dream, could you make it happen? Give this serious thought. Even if you have a dream and never attempted it for whatever reason, it's still a valuable window into what you regard as somehow achievable, otherwise, it would never have entered your mind. Think of the many people who made seemingly impossible dreams become reality and take heart from that. Who do you look up to? What is it about them that inspires you? You can take steps towards following your life purpose right now. There's help everywhere. You don't have to know everything yourself and you don't have to do everything yourself. You can get help to make your dream come true. How can you get better? Once you identify your uniqueness, you need to fine-tune and work harder at it to set yourself apart. While having talent helps make you special, developing it further can make you strong. Your growth potential is connected to your strengths. In your weak areas, your growth potential is low, but when you're working to improve your strength, you have a higher capacity. Who do you spend time with and what do you talk about? Most of us spend time with people who share our interests and outlook on life. There might be a clue in there for you. Are you spending most of your free time with cycling buddies or just drinking buddies? Do you talk mostly about your shared passion for cycling and improving the sport, or do you just chew the breeze with some friends at the local bar? Do the people you spend your free time with help to give you an indication of your real passion? What do you talk about? Do you find people ask you for advice? Why would people ask you for advice? Do you have any specialized knowledge? How did you come by that knowledge? Is it something that you feel is what you were meant to do?